Saying that making you want the fries even more, don't it? I'm gonna get one more with a swoop of that barbecue.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna swoop at you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, fam?
You told me you was recording?
You alright? Hey, what's up, y'all? Just wanted to touch base with y'all and answer a question right quick.
I'm sorry that I'm eating, but I'm really hungry.
Yeah, my name is Ayize, and this is my lovely and incredible wife, Iyana.
Iana!
So, baby, you going to put the fries down
Iana!
and read this question
Now you
right
get, how
quick.
can we eat? Iana!
So, yeah, so go ahead and read the
I
question.
gotta read it? What?
Yeah.
Can you do it with me?
No, it's coming from a woman, so you need to read it.
Oh, that makes sense. Not. Um, I am seriously addicted to porn. I can't get enough of my husband, and he can't keep up. I've been seeing a therapist about my unhealthy relationship with food. The therapist recommended I find something else to do with my time other than eat. Therefore, I have been losing weight and watching porn. I don't want to be honest and tell my therapist what I have been doing to replace my eating, but I really need help. I love my husband. He is amazing, but he is not interested in trying new sex things. I wanted to buy toys, and he is not interested. Since I've been watching the porn, I need more sex. I feel so sexually deprived. What a question. I'm gonna go ahead and eat a few more fries while you go ahead and take a dabble at that.
Hey, one of the things that stands out to me in this question is that you say that you need help, and you put exclamation marks behind your helps or your request for help, and you're seeing a therapist, but you're afraid to actually open up and share the fact that you consider yourself to be addicted to porn. That's the perfect place to do it. I just want to reinforce the fact that if your therapist is a good therapist, then it should be a safe space for you to be able to express what's going on internally within you, free from judgment. So if this has been an issue that's come up as a result of you not, eating, or you trying to manage your eating, then you definitely need to bring that up. And what I'll say is that this really has nothing to do with porn. It has nothing to do with overeating. Oftentimes in addiction, it really points to the fact that there's an emptiness inside of us that we're trying to fill. There's a void that we're trying to fill.
Cause that's how I feel about that thing. When you said that
Mhm.
like that, I mean, people may think, oh, first it was
The
the
food.
food.
Yeah. Mhm. And now she's
Now it's just
exercising. She's addicted to
yeah, that's
porn.
good. Now
Mhm.
she's got a new addiction for it. No, you just ain't really dealt with the real issue.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
replace one thing with another.
So yeah, I would highly encourage you to lift this up to the therapist, because really you're just replacing one addiction for another. So even after you get control over your addiction to porn, then it'll be something else to replace that. So just be mindful that the emptiness inside of you needs to be dealt with. It needs to be addressed, whatever that void is. And once you do that, you can start moving towards a sense of wholeness, and there won't be no need for external addictions or quick fixes or whatever it may be that's helping you to get your rocks off and feel some sense of satisfaction, some sense of ease, some sense of peace,
Mm-hmm.
because you'll feel that within. So I mean, don't beat yourself over the head about this, because we all go through it to some degree or another. But again, I would just encourage you to look within, talk to the therapist about it, and start to work through this thing.
Excuse me.
You over here burping and stuff?
You know that when you drink that Pepsi from the or the Coke or whatever from the fast food, it's like, sorry, I'm messing up your question. I'm
You
sorry.
really are.
My bad. But let me just say this really quickly. I can still keep focused while I eat French fries. My husband really hit it on the head.
You talking about eating French fries? I mean, that might be problematic for her watching the video.
You'll be alright. But here's the thing. One of the things that we know about any kind of addiction is that when you are really putting together a concrete plan to unleash yourself from whatever that is, that not only do you have to get at the root of what's actually going on, and not only is that really, really important to be able to be freed up, but in order to practically have that happen, one of the things, as it seems your therapist talked to you about, is for you to really be able to y'all, I'm sorry. Why you had to look at me? And then nobody had to know.
I'm hearing it. All
I
right.
just burped and like in the kind of quietly in the middle of talking. I was trying to let it out quietly, and then he like,
Hey, sure.
okay. But look, one of the things that we know is that you have to be able to find something to replace it with. So when you're developing a new habit or even a new addiction or whatever you want to call it, if you want to call it that, you can replace it. lots of folks who have addictive personalities or certain inclinations towards habitual behavior that sometimes or oftentimes is not necessarily the best for them. One of the things we talk about is that there is something in that person. There are a lot of different variables that make that person a little more predisposed to having a kind of addictive piece with them in terms of being a person who's inclined to do things in excess, right? And so whatever that is, that could be smoking or sex or
Drinking.
drinking, any of those things. That person tends to be inclined to be like that, right? So you can flip it, and doing that whole piece around your therapist says find something. What she said, find something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay, because a lot of people will get into exercise.
Yeah.
And there are people I know. I have a friend who was overweight, and now I mean she exercises like 5 days a week, and she literally, like, her attitude is messed up. If she doesn't get it, you know what I mean? Like, she needs it, like she's going through withdrawal, and so it's okay to be able to flip some things, but you want to make sure that when you're doing that and you're practically trying to find something to replace this behavior with, that at the same time that you are getting to the root of it. Because if you're not getting to the root of it, then the addictive kind of quality that's going on, whether it's the bad behavior or the unwanted behavior or the good one, it really intensifies.
Yeah.
So if you have an intensity to this thing now with the porn, it's because you're really not getting to the root. Sometimes it can be because you're going through the process of getting to the root of it, and actually you can kind of flare up and almost seem like you're getting worse before it gets better, because things are being, pulled up, right? And so you go into a session and, you're feeling like, oh, I'm so vulnerable because we've been talking about all this stuff, and then you go home and it's like, I need a release. Let me look at some porn. You know what I mean? But you actually are moving through it. So that's a part of the process. So I just want you to know that you are in process, but that you do have to be mindful, like my husband said, that you're not just kind of skirting over things, that you actually are getting to the root of the issue, and that you don't totally freak out because perhaps you're replacing one addiction with another, but you want to pay attention to what that is and make sure that it's not for nothing, that it's not something that isn't taking you somewhere, and that you're not just getting a whole new habit and you ain't done no work.
Yeah, good or bad.
To get nowhere.
So hopefully this has been helpful. We encourage you to continue watching us, continue seeing your therapist, and as always, stop playing.
Start pushing. Bye, y'all.